Hey guys, this is your host Adi and welcome to Comic Space, and today we have in yet another Scarlet Witch solo film update. And I know it's been a while, it's been a lot of rumors, it's been a lot of updates, and I have made several of these videos of Scarlet Witch solo film, and we are also going to talk about why it is actually taking so long. So as we move forward, we are getting more and more indication of the Scarlet Witch solo film is still happening, and we are also going to talk about the setup of that film. And another update and another major update that we have is another format change that we are going to see with the debut of Nova in the MCU. So we got a lot on the plate, so let's dive into it straight away. So the first update of today's is coming from Daniel RPK, and who I give a lot of reverence to in comparison to other anonymous rumor spreaders and all of those updates. Daniel RPK has been there for a while with an impeccable track record. He went on to state that Scarlet Witch solo film is right now is in the current development slate. So there's a lot of stuff that is in the current development slate, along with Doctor Strange 3, which is yet another very major film coming up. So the first thing first, that why is it taking so long? Because we have been hearing about Scarlet Witch solo film for long, and the major thing that recently released Marvel timeline book that Marvel Studios released, it is confirmed that when that Wundagore mountain collapses at the end of the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, that is supposed to be the end of the story for Scarlet Witch in the 616 universe. And we are going to talk about how she is going to come back, our main 616 Scarlet Witch, rather than any variant of her. So we are getting an Agatha Coven of Chaos series or Agatha Darkhold Diaries. I mean, they just keep changing the name of the show, so whatever you like. So basically, Agatha Coven of Chaos or Agatha Darkhold Diaries is supposed to be in kind of a setup to that Scarlet Witch return, because we also have yet another update that we have talked in. I think it's been a while that we have talked about the Witches Road special presentation, which is yet unofficial, but in Witches Road special presentation is supposed to be coming up, and which is probably going to be at the time of Halloween or something, and that is a very major project. Just to give a gist of the Witches Road, it is supposed to be in sort of an ancestral plane. So it will make a lot more sense that what happened at the end of the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Wanda is just not simply wandering at the Wundagore mountains, or she is transported into a totally different universe, but she is actually at the ancestral plane, and that's how she could make her comeback, and that's make more sense than any other thing that I have heard. And I don't think so Marvel Studios is just going to left Wanda's story just right there. I mean, there's a lot more to explore with that character, and obviously they have to give Wanda a little more break there, because whatever happened in that Multiverse of Madness film, yeah, that was quite too much for the character, and they obviously had to need to give her the break so they can set up other stuff as well. But before we dive into stuff like Dynasty or Secret Wars, which is quite far away, it kind of makes sense that she would eventually come back for those projects. And there's a quite chance that I personally want that Scarlet Witch will be also be staying after the events of Secret Wars into the mutant saga that we are supposed to be calling it. So the Agatha Darkhold Diaries, which is also rumored to have in some sort of an appearance by Elizabeth Olsen, but again, I don't think so. Agatha Darkhold Diaries or Agatha Coven of Chaos, I don't know what the current name of that show is, so just take it whatever you like. And again, why is it actually taking so long? Because we have been hearing about the Scarlet Witch solo film for a while now, and it is mainly because all of the stuff that have happened in the past, and that is mostly due to the strike. And that is also the reason next year we are only getting one theatrical project by Marvel Studios, which is a quite major thing from a studio which is supposed to be releasing 4 films a year, and now they are also looking to be releasing 5 films a year. So yeah, I think it have affected Marvel Studios especially in a major way, with, and obviously the way that Marvel Studios have planned their slates and all of the upcoming projects that we haven't heard about. It is much like a domino effect. So if you move one piece, everything is just going to fall. So that is much like the case have happened with, and obviously we have also talked about Doctor Strange 3 recently, and that also has to be seemed to be delayed, and Avengers Secret Wars is also seeming to be delayed till 2028. So there's a lot of things going on, and obviously the one of the major projects that is going to come out is going to be a Scarlet Witch solo film, and obviously it is also going to need that setup that these other show and Disney Plus shows and this special presentation and all of the other projects that they are going to set up for that return of Scarlet Witch. So there's a lot of interesting things going on right now, and that also includes the debut of Nova. So our next update is coming from Daniel Rickman, and obviously we are going to give him a much more reverence in compared to anybody else. So he have went on to say that Nova, which was supposed to be a Disney Plus series initially, has been changed to a full feature-length theatrical project, which is a quite a major update, I will say. That means Marvel Studios did have taken a step back and just look at the story, and they went, man, we gotta make this a feature-length film. And that is a very interesting thing, because the moment that this update has gone out, everybody has been kind of anticipating that we are finally going to get to see that Xander storyline that we really got to see in Infinity War, when Thanos decimated Xander and all of the stuff. And I think it is just going to make up for a really great origin story. And before this we heard about Armor Wars, which was also supposed to be Disney Plus series, and now it is also supposed to be in theatrical, and that is also has been a quite part of the talk, because the moment that Kevin Feige has announced Armor Wars, there is literally nothing about that movie since is happening. There's nothing, we don't know nothing about that film, and I don't think so Marvel Studio does also, because Armor Wars is looking at very far away right now with all of the things are going right now. So I think Scarlet Witch solo film and Armor Wars, all of these projects are going to be in the back foot for a while, and Marvel is going to focus lot more on what is now going on. So it is looking very interesting, all of the things that is going right now and all of the things that is to come. Well, that's it for this video, guys, but before you go, you can consider to grab the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel or DC update. I am so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Ali signing off. See you in the next one.